Guys, I saw this footage, and I'm not sure we could even come back from it. I'm going to be completely honest here. Yes, you have congressional oversight to basically go to the structure and see what it's about, see what's inside of it, et cetera, et cetera. You do have that. No one, I think, is fighting these terms here. The problem is that normally, government agencies have some type of decorum where, like, hey, listen, I'm coming this day. This is what we're doing here. We're checking everything out. Okay, but at a high security building, and just expect to like immediately be let in just because you are who you are. Listen, guys, I'm sorry, guys. How you did it was not acceptable. Now, based off of seeing their initial interview, I was kind of feeling bad slightly. I was like, what happened here? People are getting arrested? It's crazy. Because again, they didn't tell their side. They didn't tell the actual side of the story here, guys. Right? Body camera footage is released. Oh my God. Nah, bro, you should have all went to jail. All of you. All of you should have went to jail. But let's go ahead and jump into this immediately. Lawlessness is over. Republicans demand consequences for Dems who assaulted ICE agents. This is a suggestion via a channel member. Let's jump into it, guys.
Members of Congress slamming their bodies into our law enforcement officers, shoving them, screaming profanities in their faces, striking them with their fists, and otherwise assaulting law enforcement. The behavior was lawlessness, and it was beneath this body.
That's ongoing
is it really
now.
beneath
the
it?
DHS secretary there and the acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement both testifying before House lawmakers today. Kristi Noem and Todd Lyons are facing contentious questions from the Democratic
look at the
lawmakers
footage,
in the
guys.
room, and the tensions are building over. All about the clash between ICE agents and Democratic lawmakers in Newark, New Jersey last week. So that's a flashpoint today. Republican Congressman Buddy Carter has introduced a new resolution, and it would remove those 3 House Democrats from their committee posts over that behavior that you see on the screen right there. Wait, the lady in the lawmaker in the red jacket, she eventually body checks him and then has her hand above his shoulders. Anyway, Democrat lawmakers in both chambers are accusing the administration of obstructing oversight in that.
Wow. Yeah, guys, I'm not sure that was the case here. Like, looking at this, I mean, guys, we're looking at the literal footage. You cannot really talk your way out of this scenario here. I'm sorry, bro. Again, you should have had just like the basic professional courtesy to say, hey, listen, we're coming this day. Look out for us. We're going to be wearing this. You get what I'm saying here? You cannot just walk up to a high security building and just expect to be let in immediately. It's ridiculous, guys.
The right of peaceful protest is sacrosanct in America. The Trump administration and often its Justice Department doesn't seem to believe in it.
What happens if they were to go and arrest these members, or if they would try to sanction them here in the House of Representatives?
They'll find out.
What would you do? I mean, what record?
It's a red line. It's very clear.
It's a red line to go after people who were body checking law enforcement or ICE agents. Law enforcement was there too. A spokesperson for the National Republican Congressional Committee responded this way. Radical Democrats are now openly threatening law enforcement just to stand behind their criminal illegal immigrant MS-13 buddies. Every single American is watching very closely.
That's one way to put it.
This for a second, end quote. Assistant DHS Secretary Tricia McLaughlin.
The fact that it was these 3 members of Congress who trespassed, broke the law, and stormed that ICE detention facility. They put law enforcement at risk, they put our detainees at risk, and they put our staff at risk. The fact that they put hands, they body slammed, body rammed, push, shove, whatever you want to call it, it was assault on our ICE agents, and it's unacceptable.
In focus now, Republican Senator Katie Britt from the great state of Alabama. She sits on Judiciary, Appropriations, and Rules Committees. Great to have you in focus today. Look, this was more than just a photo op for Democrats. They're willing to get physical out there, not in the defense of American citizens, but those behind bars, 75% of whom are have committed felonies inside that detention facility. Your reaction?
It's absolutely despicable, and Americans deserve better. I think Democrats are making it clear. They have the backs of criminal, illegal aliens, and Republicans have the backs of the American people. I mean, when you see this level of aggression, I wish we would have seen this passion and fortitude when it came to the lives lost from these criminal illegal aliens. What about their victims, Harris? I mean, you think about Rachel Marin. We heard nothing from Democrats. Those lawmakers serving in that space, not taking time with her mother or her children after she was raped and brutally murdered. You see these members storming this facility, assaulting ICE officers. It is absolutely reprehensible, and America deserves better.
Yeah, guys, it's nothing but virtue signaling. I mean, you're asking why all of these things are not happening publicly. They won't, because they cannot virtue signal kind of towards it. The people that are in agreement, let's say, in getting the people who are breaking the law out of the country, these people basically deem them as absolute, let's say, invalids, deviants. These delinquents, okay, you get what I'm saying here, guys. They don't respect them, so why would they under any circumstance put any type of let's say movement towards any of their causes? So no, they're going to virtue signal until the end of them.
So when you hear the leader of the Democrats in the House, Hakeem Jeffries, say if they try to arrest those three House members that we see in the video here, they'll just have to find out what happens. That sounds like a threat. What do you think he's threatening?
Look, Harris, I'm pretty sure that Hakeem Jeffries, let's rewind, no one is above the law. No one is above the law. Hearing Senator Schumer, this is yet another Schumer show. Look, their words mean nothing. We saw them take up for Biden, saying that he was fine. You just covered it on your show. That was absolutely false, and they knew it. They also know that these members were way out of bounds. Not only were they past the threshold of which they should be, but assaulting and pushing an ICE officer, there are consequences for that. The lawlessness is over, and we are sick of these Democrats finding ways to try to take up for people who are here illegally, forging these paths instead of the people that they actually serve. Look, on November 5th, Harris, America spoke loud and clear. They said, we want secure borders, we want secure streets, we want our children to be safe. That is what we are putting forth as the American people, to the American people. That's what President Trump's vision is. That is what DHS is executing on. That's what we're working on here. I was proud to pass the Lake and Riley Act and to help these criminal illegal aliens, help our ICE officers get these criminal illegal aliens off of our streets.
Look, I want to talk more about the people that you just mentioned who are inside this facility. Let's not forget who they are. Authorities say there are known MS-13 gang members, an illegal immigrant wanted for murder, and a legal immigrant arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. And I said 75% of them in that facility have committed felonies. More from Secretary Noem's opening statement now.
I'd like to remind Americans and everyone in this body who is detained in this detention facility are murderers, rapists,
a lot of the worst of the worst
MS-13
guys.
gang members, drug traffickers, and other heinous actors. I hope that those members of Congress will so passionately protest on behalf of the American victims that they were elected to represent.
Yeah, they won't. They won't. It seems like they're like the saints of the lost causes, almost, if that makes any sense here, guys. Like, you're not going to garner any type of support if you attempt to back these individuals, specifically the ones who are committing legitimately all of these heinous acts, guys.
And not just violent criminals who are in this country illegally.
They seem to
Look,
love
you were
these
just
people.
making that very point. I wanted to show the audience that, we're in lockstep among the Republicans on this as a nation. Why aren't we in lockstep on the other side of the aisle? Quick thought on that, and we'll move forward.
They're out of touch with the American people. They have let the liberal wing of their party now controls it. They care more about this than they do the people they serve, and it's a sad day for America, and I hope they wake up before it's too late, because what they're doing is reprehensible and certainly unsustainable for our nation overall.
Yeah, they don't really care about the nation overall. They care about the feelings that's basically super present in their party. They want to make sure that they feel like they're doing something. I think that's just the point here. They're doing nothing but pissing off the people who voted the current president in, basically the majority, right? They're fighting for the minority vote exclusively. And it doesn't make any sense in this context, because they're never going to get back into office if they continue on specifically going against the concept of logic and exclusively dwelling within the realm of emotions and virtue signals.
A federal grand jury has indicted that Milwaukee County judge, and this was making huge headlines in recent days. FBI agents arrested that judge for allegedly helping a man sneak out and escape immigration authorities. Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan faces 2 charges of carrying a maximum penalty of 6 years in prison and a $350,000 fine. Prosecutors say Judge Dugan helped an illegal immigrant and his lawyer out of her courtroom through a back jury door last month after learning that ICE agents were in the courthouse there to arrest him. This is egregious. Your reaction to maybe moving forward now with this?
Activist judges, guys.
Rules laws for thee and not for me. And this is what the American people are sick of.
Yeah.
Two tiers of justice. People taking their liberal ideology to the next level, thinking that laws don't apply to them, thinking they know better than the rule of law. And look, there are consequences for this, and we're going to see that play out, and that's exactly what should happen.
Yeah, personally, I'd be more so in the camp of not fining. I mean, we could do a fine, right? But I would prefer to see some actual jail time, specifically. Because the fact that she definitely believes that she's above the law, but yet she's a judge. Judges generally never want to go to prison under any circumstance, guys. They never do. But I do think for the sole purpose of this this act here, she should absolutely see some prison time in general population. Just a thought here, guys, right? You forgot. You forgot you're a normal person. You did. But all right, you wanted to become an activist judge? Do your thing. If you wanted to completely disregard the rule of law and exclusively dwell within your echo chamber exclusively, maybe you should see some general population, guys, all right? Just a thought here, obviously. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll catch you guys later.